Willow Springs in Gran Turismo 7 is featured in this week's Daily Race B. So to help you getting around the track, we are diving into the M6 Sprint model to set a lap time and point out brake markers, key points and other important takeaways so we can try and get the best out of each lap. Before we get started though, there's a few things on this track I would like to point out. Keep these in mind when you're making your way around Willow Springs. The first one is that this track has little to no real curbstones, so it's even more important to keep your car between the white racing lines, except for one point which I will point out during the lap. The second one is that especially on this track, slow in and fast out for the slow corners does really make a difference. Being patient and smooth on the power is extra important around here. Especially because when you go off track and in the sand, there's no chance of recovering your momentum. This is also important for the race. People are bound to make mistakes, and we want to make sure we're not one of them. Right, with that out of the way, let's get behind the wheel and get this lap guide going. My first brake marker is around the 100 board. If you're getting up to speed, you can move up this brake marker to around the end of the fence on the left. Going again in slow motion. Start turning in at the 50 board and drop down to 4th gear. Try to really hug the left side and use the track's angle to guide you around the corner. Maximize the track and after the exit, swing to the left to open up this next corner. With around 50% power input, try to prevent understeering out. As soon as the green-white Marshall stand at the right comes into the screen, you should be able to get back on the power. Start trail braking at the 50 board and hug the left side going up. Stay in 2nd and brake for a short while. I then like to short shift up to 3rd for this exit. Swing from left to right and only for this turn go on the sand with your right tires to open up the corner. Down to 2nd again and short shift up to 3rd. Ideally you want to go back on the power right at the apex. The more speed you will carry in the last high speed sector. For the back straight, whatever you do, don't shift up to 6th. Unless you are behind someone in the race and have a really good slipstream. As soon as the Toyota Mark building goes out of the screen, start braking and go down to 4th. The last corner tightens at the end, so make sure you are not turning in too early. Again, the better the exit, the more speed you will carry. And that completes our lap around Willow Springs. The next replay is the one from the chase cam to give you another perspective following the car.